Welcome back to Canadian Guns.
Today's video is one I've wanted to make for a while. If you're like a lot of hunters, you wanted rifles that shoot straight, cycle reliable, and don't break the bank. And with prices constantly climbing, finding that sweet spot under $1,000 is getting trickier every year. So I've narrowed it down to my top 10 budget rifles under $1,000 that you can walk into a store, buy off the rack, and take it hunting. The same day, literally. No trigger jobs, no stock swaps, no bedding jobs, just clean them, mount the glass, and then get out hunting. I've ranked these rifles based on accuracy, ergonomics, build quality, features for the price, and overall feel. Every rifle here has been tested with multiple factory loads, and the accuracy has been done at a 100-yard range. If you enjoyed this kind of breakdown, hit like, hit subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't miss any future reviews and deep dives. Alright, let's get into it and start at number 10. Number 10, the Ruger American Predator. So this rifle sells for around $720 Canadian or for around $560 US. Now this action has got a 70-degree bolt, a 3-lug design, but this action is not very smooth at all. You really have to work it to extract rounds or even feed rounds into the rifle. The barrel is a 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a threaded muzzle. The trigger is the Marksman adjustable trigger. It works, it breaks well, but it's a really creepy trigger. Now it comes chambered in 22-250, 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 223, 6mm Remington mag, 350 Legend, and a whole lot more. Accuracy-wise, this rifle shot a 1.24 MOA group on 6 different boxes of factory ammo. The stock is a free-floated barrel. It's got a V-bedded block system. It's very plain, and it's got a very thin profile stock. It also has sling swivels, and it will take AICS-style mags. Number 9. The Stevens 334. This rifle sells in Canada for $549 or for around $320 US. The action on this rifle is a 60-degree throw. It's got a half-decent bolt knob, a 3-lug design, and it's really not one of the smoothest actions out there. It seems to get stuck halfway down, cycling it back and forth. But there was no failures to feed, no failures to eject on any of the ammo that I shot through it. It does come with a Picatinny rail. The barrel is a 22-inch button rifle barrel. The trigger is a 2-stage trigger. It breaks really nice, but it's really creepy. It's right around 6 pounds on the pull. They do have goo on the screw, so you can't really adjust it. It's not the best. Now this rifle comes chambered in either 308, 243, or 6.5 Creedmoor. Accuracy-wise, this rifle was okay. It shot a 1.09 MOA at 100 yards on 6 different types of boxed ammunition. The stock is a plastic version, not the wood version. It does have rubber texture on it, but it's supposed to be a free-floated barrel, but it does touch. The mag is a 3-round mag, but trying to get the 3rd round into it was a bit of a challenge. Number 8. The Franchi Momentum. Now this one sells for around $700 to $800 Canadian, or for around $650 US. The action on this rifle is very reliable. It had no failures to feed, no failures to eject. It is a very smooth action. It's a 60-degree 1-piece bolt with a 3-lug design. It's very smooth and impressive. But on this one, you will have to buy a Picatinny rail for it. If you step up to the other versions, then I think it does come with a rail. It's got a 22-inch cold hammer forged barrel. The trigger is supposed to be adjustable, but the bad part is it seems to skip a little bit on the trigger pull itself. The trigger is terrible, and it is really creepy. It comes chambered in 308, 30-06, 350 Legend, 450 Bushmaster, and 6.5 Creedmoor. Accuracy-wise, it shot a .561 MOA grouping at 100 yards. Very impressive. The stock is supposed to be free-floated. It's not. The grip area around the stock is nicely textured. It's very basic for a stock, but it has this weird mag release right on the trigger guard, which for me, I consider a safety concern. The mag is a 4-round mag. Number 7. The Winchester XPR. Now this rifle sells in Canada for $790 or $530 US. It has a 22-inch button rifle steel Sportster barrel. The action on this rifle does not come with a rail. You will have to buy one. A 1-piece or a 2-piece if you wish. The bolt is a 3-lug 1-piece design with a 60-degree bolt throw. It has a Teflon coating on it, which makes it very smooth. I had no failures to feed, no failures to extract. Now the trigger on this rifle is called the MOA trigger. It's not adjustable. It is a 4-pound pull trigger. It's very crisp on the pull. There is no creep to it on this trigger at all. It does come chambered in either 223, 6.5 Creedmoor, 7mm Remington mag, 308 Win, 350 Legend, 6.5 PRC, 270 Winchester, and a whole lot more. This rifle shot a 1.4 MOA group over 6 different types of factory ammunition, but I think you could shoot it better with the right ammo. The stock is plastic composite material. It's got nice texturing for the grip, but is more of your standard stock with standard sling swivels. And the mag is just your plain, ordinary style mag. Number 6. The Savage Axis 2 XP. Now the Savage Axis sells in Canada for $600 with a cheap scope on it, or for around $400 US. And it has a 22-inch carbon steel button rifle barrel. The action has a 90-degree throw, a 2-piece 2-lug design, and a nice sized bolt knob. It's not one of the most smoothest actions out there, but I had no problems of ejecting or feeding rounds through it. It also has a 2-piece scope base, which it's not the best. The trigger is the AccuTrigger, which you'll find on other Savage rifles. It breaks between 3 and 6 pounds. I didn't find it creepy at all, and it does break consistently. The accuracy was really good, with an average of .944 MOA at 100 yards. Really, really, really nice. It comes chambered in either 6.5 Creedmoor, 223, 270, 30-06, 308, 350 Legend, or 7mm Remington mag. The mag on this rifle is a 3-round single stack mag. That's metal and plastic, and it is a flush mount. The stock on this rifle is very ergonomic. It offers a nice grip on the front and a nice grip on the back, and it has an adjustable length of pull, swivel studs for the slings. Number 5. The Browning AB3. Now this rifle sells in Canada for around $900 Canadian or $650 US. It has a 22-inch Sportster barrel, which is not threaded at the muzzle. The rail doesn't come with the action. You will have to buy one. The bolt is a 60-degree throw, a 1-piece 3-lug design with a really nice sized bolt knob. I found it to be very, very smooth. It doesn't feel like it's grinding or binding. I had no failures to feed or eject. Now the trigger breaks at around 4 pounds. It's not adjustable at all, and it is a plastic trigger. I don't know why they did a plastic trigger, but there isn't any creep to it whatsoever. Now accuracy on this rifle over 6 different types of matched ammunition was 1.09 MOA at 100 yards. But it did break 1 MOA over 3 different types of ammunition. Now the mag is plastic. It is also a flush mount mag. The stock on this rifle is black walnut, which I find to be just gorgeous. I love walnut stocks. It is a free floated barrel. It has sling studs. It does have nice checkering on the front and the back of the grip itself. It's just a classic looking stock. Number 4. The ATA Turqua. The Turqua sells in Canada for around $800 Canadian or for around $500 or $600 US. They come chambered in 308, 243, and 6.5 Creedmoor. The barrel is an 18-inch button rifle barrel on this one, but you can get them in a 24-inch barrel. This one has iron sights. I do like iron sights. One thing you will notice that the rear sight is higher. That's so you can see past the Picatinny rail that it comes with. The action is a 3-lug 1-piece 60-degree bolt throw. It's a Seiko style extractor. It's extremely smooth. I had no failures to feed, no failures to eject, but it sometimes had a hard time dropping the bolt arm down when it feeds in around. But it's not that bad. Plus, it's got a good sized bolt knob. In terms of accuracy, this rifle shot a .948 MOA grouping on 6 different types of boxed ammo, so it's a very consistent with the ammunition. It also comes with either a 5 or a 3 round mag, depending on which one you get. The trigger is a 2-stage trigger. It is adjustable between 2 and 4 pounds. The break weight is pretty consistent. There is some creep to it, but overall it's not that bad. The stock is also a Turkish walnut stock. These stocks look and feel really nice. And it is a free floated barrel. Number 3. The Remington 783 Synthetic. This rifle sells in Canada for around $620 Canadian or for around $300 to $400 US. They come chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, 243 Win, 30-06, 7mm Remington mag, and a lot more. It weighs around 7.5 pounds. It comes with a 20, 22-inch, or a 24-inch button rifle barrel. Accuracy-wise, it shot a .878 MOA grouping over 6 different types of ammunition. This rifle has a 90-degree throw. It's a 2-lug, 2-piece design. I had no failures to feed or eject. It is a little rough sounding and feel on the action and the bolt, but all in all, it's a very competitive action. The mag is a 3-round flush mount mag with the release clip on the mag itself. The trigger is called the AccuTrigger. Out of the box, the trigger was a 4-pound pull. Very crisp, it's not creepy, it's very surprising. But to adjust it, you do have to take off the stock. But you can replace it if you really want. The stock is pillar bedded, but it's a very cheap plastic with a lot of flex on the front. And when I got this one, it was touching one side of the barrel and not the other. Number 2. The CZ Alpha 600. These rifles sell in Canada for around $700 or $600 US. They come chambered in 223, 308, 6mm, 6.5 PRC, 30-06, 300 Win mag, and 6.5 Creedmoor. The barrel on these rifles is a 24-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a clamping system on them, which means you were going to be able to swap out these barrels yourself, but they stopped doing that. The actions on these rifles are a control round-fed action with a 6-lug design on the bolt. It's very smooth. The bolt is a 60-degree throw. It comes with a 2-piece rail, and the bolt knob is very large, which is really nice. I do like that. I had a problem feeding the rounds with the rifle, but then it stopped. It could have just been the 1 box of ammunition I was using. After that, I had no problems with feeding or extraction. The mag is a 5-round double stack, which is a flush mount with a button release so that you can lock the mag in if you want. In terms of accuracy, this rifle shot a .907 MOA group on 6 different types of ammunition. It was very nice and very consistent. The trigger is a pleasant surprise. It is excellent. They did something different with this trigger. It has 4 different settings between 1.5 to 3 pounds. You have 4 settings that click when turning. The first one is 1.5, the second is 2, the third is 2.5, and the last one is 3 pounds, which is great for a hunting rifle. The stock is very comfortable, very ergonomic. It is a fiber reinforced polymer. It's not a free floated barrel. The stock will touch, but it didn't affect the accuracy one bit. Number 1. The Ruger American Gen 2. Now the Ruger American Gen 2 sells in Canada for around $869 or around $729 US. It comes chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 243, 450 Bushmaster, 223 Remington, and a whole lot more coming down the pipe. It has a twisted, fluted 20-inch cold hammer forged barrel with a threaded muzzle and a radial brake. The action is a stainless steel 3-lug, 1-piece design with a Seiko extractor. It's very smooth. It's got a 70-degree throw with a good-sized bolt knob. It also comes with a Picatinny rail. I had no problems feeding or extracting rounds with this action. Now the trigger, they call it the Marksman Adjustable Trigger. Right out of the box it was around 4 pounds. There is a little creep on it, but you won't notice it unless you really look for it. You can adjust these triggers down to around 3.5 pounds. I was only able to get it to there, right all the way up to about 4.5 pounds. It's good for a hunting rifle trigger, but at the same time, you have to take the entire stock off basically just to adjust it. In terms of accuracy, This rifle shot a .880 MOA grouping on 6 different types of ammunition, which is great for a hunting rifle. The mag is a 3-round AICS style mag, so you could put a 5-round mag in if you really want it. It's a good mag. I do like the mag release lever on this one. It's easy to use. The only other thing is, a lot of people complain that when you have the bolt down on the Ruger, you can't get the mag to lock in. Me, I'd never have the bolt locked down anyways. I always have it left open when I put a mag in. That's just me. Now the stock is free floated. It's got good structure in the front with a V bedding in it. It's got a nice splatter effect on it for gripping. It has an adjustable length of pull and comb height adjustments. All you have to do is unscrew the back swivel screw for your sling and you'll be able to pull it apart and go from there. You can also add weights to it nowadays that just slide right into the back of the stock. Now that wraps up the top 10 budget hunting rifles under $1,000. All of these rifles are capable of ethical kills, tight groups, and reliable performance. The best choice depends on what you value more: accuracy versus feel, modern features versus classic looks, customizability versus out-of-the-box readiness. Let me know in the comments which rifle surprised you most and if your favorite didn't make the cut. If you found this useful, hit the like button. If you like the channel so far, please subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any new breakdowns. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time at Canadian Guns. Bye for now.